When installing polyvinyl chloride, or PVC conduit under a slab inside a building, the correct cover requirement is typically 24 inches. This depth of cover is crucial for several reasons, including physical protection of the conduit and the wiring within it, and compliance with electrical codes. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides guidelines for the proper installation of electrical systems, including requirements for the burial depth of conduits. These requirements are designed to prevent damage to the conduit from external factors such as building settling or other construction activities. While 24 inches is a common requirement, it's essential to consult the local electrical codes and regulations in the specific jurisdiction where the installation is taking place, as these may have additional or more stringent requirements. Firstly, physical protection is a primary concern. Underground conduits are susceptible to damage from various sources. The weight of the concrete slab itself can exert pressure on the conduit, and any settling of the building foundation can create additional stress. Burying the conduit at a sufficient depth helps to distribute these loads and minimize the risk of crushing or cracking the conduit. Secondly, the type of environment the conduit is in plays a crucial role. For example, if the area above the slab is subject to heavy vehicular traffic or other significant mechanical stresses, a greater depth of cover may be required to provide adequate protection. The NEC specifies different burial depths for various types of conduits and applications. Thirdly, consider the type of PVC conduit being used. Schedule 40 and Schedule 80 PVC are the most common types, with Schedule 80 being thicker and more resistant to physical damage. While Schedule 40 may be suitable for some applications, Schedule 80 may be preferred in situations where greater protection is needed. Fourthly, proper installation techniques are crucial for ensuring the long-term reliability of the conduit system. This includes ensuring that the trench is properly prepared, with a smooth and level base to support the conduit. It also includes using the appropriate fittings and connectors to create a watertight seal, preventing moisture from entering the conduit and damaging the wiring. Fifthly, when running PVC conduit under a slab, expansion joints are often necessary to accommodate the expansion and contraction of the conduit due to temperature changes. PVC has a relatively high coefficient of thermal expansion, meaning it expands and contracts significantly with temperature fluctuations. Without expansion joints, this movement can create stress on the conduit and its fittings, potentially leading to cracks or leaks. Sixthly, be sure to follow the manufacturer's recommendations for the installation of PVC conduit. These recommendations may include specific guidelines for the spacing of supports, the use of expansion joints, and the proper techniques for joining sections of conduit. Seventhly, consult a local electrical inspector. They can provide guidance on the specific requirements for the installation and ensure that the installation meets all the applicable codes and regulations. The NEC is a comprehensive set of standards, but local jurisdictions may have their own amendments or interpretations that must be followed. Eighthly, consider the specific use of the electrical circuit that the conduit will carry. For example, circuits that supply critical equipment, such as emergency lighting or fire alarm systems, may require additional protection to ensure their reliability. This may include using a high-rated conduit or increasing the depth of cover. Ninthly, when planning the installation of PVC conduit under a slab, it's important to coordinate with other trades involved in the construction project. This includes plumbers, HVAC technicians, and concrete contractors. Coordinating efforts can help to avoid conflicts and ensure that the conduit is properly installed without interfering with other systems. Tenthly, remember to properly document the installation of the PVC conduit, including the location of the conduit, the depth of cover, and the type of conduit used. This information can be valuable for future maintenance or repairs and can help to ensure that any future work is done safely and in compliance with applicable codes. Ultimately, the correct cover requirement for PVC conduit under a slab inside a building is influenced by a combination of factors, including the NEC requirements, local codes, the type of conduit, the specific application, and the overall construction environment. By carefully considering all of these factors and following proper installation techniques, you can ensure that the conduit system is properly protected and meets all applicable requirements. In summary, when installing PVC conduit under a slab, begin by consulting the NEC and local electrical codes for the specific depth requirements. While 24 inches is a common requirement, local regulations may vary. Secondly, assess the environmental conditions, including the weight of the slab and any potential for settling or mechanical stress. This will help determine if additional protection is needed. Thirdly, choose the appropriate type of PVC conduit based on the application and the level of protection required. Schedule 80 PVC offers greater resistance to physical damage compared to Schedule 40. Fourthly, ensure proper installation techniques, including preparing a smooth trench base and using watertight fittings and connectors. Fifthly, incorporate expansion joints to accommodate temperature-induced expansion and contraction of the PVC conduit. Sixthly, adhere to the manufacturer's recommendations for installation, including support spacing and joining techniques. Seventhly, seek guidance from the local electrical inspector to ensure compliance with all applicable codes and regulations. Eighthly, consider the specific use of the electrical circuit and provide additional protection for critical circuits. Ninthly, coordinate with other trades to avoid conflicts and ensure proper conduit installation. Tenthly, maintain thorough documentation of the conduit's location, depth, and type for future maintenance and repairs. When considering the specifics of PVC conduit installation, several additional factors should be taken into account to ensure a safe and compliant electrical system. Firstly, the type of soil surrounding the conduit can impact its longevity. Highly corrosive soils can degrade PVC over time, potentially leading to failures. If the soil is known to be corrosive, consider using a protective coating or encasing the conduit in concrete. Secondly, the presence of groundwater can also affect the conduit. Constant exposure to moisture can accelerate the degradation of PVC, especially if the water contains chemicals or minerals. Proper drainage and sealing of the conduit can help to minimize the impact of groundwater. Thirdly, the location of other utilities in the area must be considered. Before digging, always call the local utility companies to locate any underground lines. This will help to prevent accidental damage to other utilities and ensure the safety of workers. Fourthly, the type of backfill material used around the conduit is important. Sharp rocks or debris can damage the conduit, so it's best to use a clean, granular material such as sand or gravel. Compacting the backfill material will also help to provide support and prevent settling. Fifthly, the spacing between multiple conduits running parallel to each other should be considered. Adequate spacing allows for proper heat dissipation and prevents overheating of the conductors. The NEC provides guidelines for the minimum spacing requirements based on the size and type of conductors. Sixthly, the use of tracer wire is recommended for underground conduits. A tracer wire is a metallic wire that is buried alongside the conduit and can be used to locate the conduit in the future using a metal detector. This can be helpful for maintenance or repairs, as it eliminates the need to dig blindly to find the conduit. Seventhly, the type of fittings used to connect sections of conduit is critical. Use fittings that are specifically designed for underground use and that provide a watertight seal. Avoid using fittings that are not rated for direct burial, as they may corrode or fail over time. Eighthly, when bending PVC conduit, use a conduit bender that is designed for PVC. Applying heat to the conduit can make it more pliable and ease it to bend, but be careful not to overheat it, as this can damage the material. Ninthly, when pulling conductors through the conduit, use a pulling lubricant to reduce friction. This will make it easier to pull the conductors and prevent damage to the insulation. Tenthly, after the conduit is installed and the conductors are pulled, inspect the system carefully to ensure that there are no defects or damage. Check all fittings and connections to make sure they are tight and watertight. Test the conductors to ensure that they are properly insulated and grounded. Finally, remember that electrical work can be dangerous. Always follow safe work practices and wear appropriate personal protective equipment such as gloves and eye protection. If you are not comfortable performing the work yourself, hire a qualified electrician to do it for you. By paying attention to these details, you can ensure that your PVC conduit installation is safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable codes and regulations.